All right. Here's a good friend of the show. You're my favorite rapper. That would be Dax. I know this is a little old, but I purposefully avoided watching and listening to this because I kind of wanted to suffer through this with you guys. You guys know that my favorite country song at the moment is Oliver Anthony's "Rich Men North of Richmond." Love that track. So apparently Dax, being the amazing, creative, groundbreaking rapper that he is, decided to do a remix of the song. I'm kind of curious as to whether or not he has an entire verse about people on welfare eating fudge rounds. We'll see. I'm just kind of wondering what the hell Dax thinks he's going to add to the Rich Men North of Richmond discourse, but I guess we'll find out in a second. Let's give this track a spin. Ooh, love that start. Dax is bringing us together, reminding us that united we stand, divided we fall. And you know how we bring people together? We draw geographical lines between different parts of the country. We talk about some kind of like non-specific class of people with no real like analysis of the way our economy works. We just like vaguely gesture toward a group of people controlling everything. That's how we bring everyone together. All right, let's give it a try.
It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to.
Oh, the sample.
Like me.
Oh, Dax is bringing together Canada and America on this one, which is a pretty bold move on his part. Americans and Canadians have been at each other's throats for years. Oh yeah.
Rich men north of Richmond.
This world has changed and I had to accept it. They ask my political views while I search for their hidden agendas.
Oh my God. The world has changed and I have to accept it. I'm looking for their hidden agendas. Why does he sound like an anime character? Why does he sound like a fucking anime antagonist? Their hidden agendas. I need to find their hidden agendas.
Lies, so fuck political views. I got
wait a second. Wait. just fuck political views. Just generally, this is a perfect fucking freeze frame. Every political view, fuck all of them. Dax is just throwing out the entire political compass. He doesn't care if you're a neocon, an anarcho-syndicalist, a monarchist. Dax doesn't care what you are. He hates all political views. All political views are wrong. I got common sense. Jesus Christ.
I know God made man and the sun sets.
Okay, all right. Oh, God. And the sun sets? Nobody's debating whether or not the sun sets. What the fuck? Is there a political ideology that's like, yeah, man, the sun doesn't set? I mean, there are certain parts. Okay, here I am playing devil's advocate. Here we go. There are some portions of the world, there are some parts of the globe where the sun does not set. You know, where you pretty much get daylight, all day, repeatedly. So Dax is kind of already fucking up on this one. Dax is not bringing common sense already. So he's kind of already taken an L on having common sense here. Really kind of depends on your perspective and where you're at on the globe, Dax. And also, what was the other point? Yeah, I know God made man. You see, that is a viewpoint. You see, that is a viewpoint. Dax is like, you know what? Fuck political views. But you know what? God made man. I mean, you could say it's a religious view. But in the greater context of our current society, it kind of functions as a political view too. So, I mean, he's kind of espousing a view there, wouldn't you say?
Accumulate so much regret. By the time we decide to live, we're practically already dead.
Valid complaints about debt, about affordable housing. While I agree with what Dax is ranting about here, I agree with the sentiment. I do regret to inform him. These are views. These are opinions. He is espousing views. So, which could be offloaded into, policy in terms of addressing them. And policy can be kind of political. I don't want to push the guy, into thinking something is political when it's not necessarily, but he's kind of inching toward that line. And I love how the video that's set to play next is Wesley's Theory. It's YouTube just putting two goats together.
45 years just for a pension. I'm too old to enjoy.
Okay, nobody's getting a fucking pension now. That's kind of the problem, bro. Most American workers are not getting pensions. I mean, to live in a world where everyone is guaranteed a pension after 45 years, that kind of actually would be a big improvement on the current state of things. But we are not getting pensions, man. Nobody's getting a fucking pension.
And go spend 45 years working and slaving for rich men with no time for my family and friends. Then
Whoa. 45 years slaving for rich men, no time for my family and friends? Are we getting into class war? Are we getting into some class warfare? Okay, Dax. I mean, he may be stupid, but I mean, his heart's kind of in the right place a little bit here and there.
I wake up and pray that it ends.
Living in a new world. Oh, he's literally praying for it to end. He's like, I'm gonna pray that it ends. And the song pauses. The song literally takes a break. Song takes a break for him to like literally pray in the middle of it. As we check on Grandpa Joe over here. And Uncle Buck, the welder.
Descendants of Adam and Eve, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. They're taking God out the schools. Our kids don't know what to believe.
God. All right, Dax, pick a fucking struggle. Like, are you mad that workers are slaving away for rich men and they're not getting like, their fair share of the profits that they generate? Or are you mad that they're taking God out of the schools? Like, you got to pick a side, man, because the political, see, here's the thing. When you're so stupid, you think all political views are wrong. You end up doing shit like this. You're like, yeah, man, I hate slaving away for the man, which, I mean, hey, is an opinion to have. But the thing is, the side of the political aisle that would action policy that would address such a thing, they're on the opposite side of the fence from the political viewpoint or the political establishment that is worried about God being taken out of the schools. Which, I mean, mind you, In God We Trust wasn't even, this is a whole rant. The Pledge of Allegiance is a recent fucking thing, bro. Like, In God We Trust was added to our money years and years and years down the road around the era of the Red Scare. Like, what you're assuming was always there was not always there. In fact, it's kind of like, a feature and not a bug that you sort of like, presume that like, yeah, man, God and America have always been like hand in hand. Hey, thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. Hope you had a great stream. Mwah. We're reacting to this really horrible rap song, which is a remix of Oliver Anthony's Rich Men North of Richmond. So strap in.
And Gen Z gets taught by their phones with force. So telling these kids they can choose their own gender at ages they can't even tie
Oh no, we're getting transphobic. We live in such a weird political age. We live in such a weird political age. We really truly do. Because you have morons like this that are worried about God being taken out of the schools. They're worried about that. God's being taken out of the schools. No. That's number one. Number two, they're also like, fuck man, my money isn't worth shit. I work too many hours. I fucking hate my boss. And this is bullshit, which like based. It's based. We want more of that. And then on top of it, you take those, and then also you have room in your brain to hate a sector of the LGBTQ community that, up until like, like 5-6 years ago, mainstream politics wasn't even concerned with, like at all, in any way whatsoever. Even when Trump was originally running, while there was a lot of hate and vitriol in his campaign, like trans issues were not the hot button topic that they currently are, which, I mean, obviously there's been a concerted effort by the right to push to make those like, a wedge issue culturally. You see lots of conservative talking heads, including Matt Walsh, like admitting that very fact that there is like consciously a push to make that so. But it's just crazy how for people who are, allegedly of the mindset like, oh man, I'm above the fray. I'm above politics. Fuck political views, man. Political views are whack. It's funny that they can feel that way, but simultaneously hold a bunch of political views that are completely at fucking odds with each other and make no goddamn fucking sense, which is why I think you do really kind of need a political point of view or perspective, because you just kind of end up being, I don't know, like a potpourri of shit, up in that noggin of yours. If you really have no direction or concept of like where these views are coming from and what side of the aisle they typically land on. But Dax really mad about trans people, unfortunately. He's a total moron.
No more school shootings. Let's unite these states.
No more school shootings. Okay.
No more school shootings.
I mean, is he pro gun control? Like, is he pro red flag laws? Is he pro closing gun show loopholes? Also, another amazing screenshot over here. Another incredible screenshot. No, he's just anti-school shooting. Well, I mean, it's a pretty bold position to have in 2023, honestly.
Let's unite these states.
Yeah. Let's get these states united.
For people like me.
Which, honestly, step one to that is fucking making Puerto Rico officially a state. Give Puerto Rico some real ass fucking representation. I think that's what Dax is advocating for. I think that's what Dax was saying there. He thinks that Puerto Rico should get some real representation in the halls of Congress. Also some real representation for DC, which is its own district too. I think Dax is also advocating for that. That's right, DC statehood. DC statehood. That's what Dax is also saying. Really cool that he holds those positions.
People like you.
Like me?
Just with an hole.
Oh man, no the bitch man. All right, I think we're done with that. I think we're done.